Unless you've been living under a rock or you've been a complete shut-in for the past week, you'd know that Force Friday just happened. Star Wars Mania has begun. The shelves of the local big box stores were full of Star Wars merchandising. Most of it is now gone, but I was able to sneak a few things out of the store, and I got this X-Wing Starfighter from Air Hogs. It's a remote control plane. And so we're going to do an unboxing of it. We'll talk about the build quality. We'll talk about how it flies and different things that are inside of this box for any of you that want to pick one of these up or are curious about picking one up. I should also point out that I did pick up the quadcopter Millennium Falcon, and I've got some unboxings and test flights with this already that you can check out. So just check the description below for some links. But what we're doing today is we're going to open this up and we're going to get a look inside. All right, guys, so here's what you get inside of the X-Wing Starfighter kit from Air Hogs. You get the bulk of the purchase right here in your sweet-looking styrofoam X-Wing. You'll notice that there's tape in here, and these are going to be to add extra strength so that it doesn't tear away, because you've got some pretty thin areas of styrofoam here. In fact, mine already has a tear. If you're looking really closely here, it's already got a tear in the styrofoam. But tape can fix a lot of things with these. There's also special glues that you can use with styrofoam that I already have for my planes. You'll notice the one thing that isn't very scale about this is that it has this extra plastic wing on the front of the X-Wing. There's also tape running all along the front here. You can see it shining in the light. And that again is going to be for extra durability. I'm just going to leave it on there. They've got the cool R2-D2 sitting up in the back of the X-Wing here. We've got our props. I've got mine charged up already. So I'm going to go ahead and just flip it on and we'll show you the props moving a little bit here. So pick up my remote control. Make sure it's flipped on. So there you go. Those are the props working. We'll flip it back off so there's no accidents. But yeah, the paint job on this is really cool. Some of these wings and things are a little bit flimsy, and like I said, already have some tears. But it's styrofoam. It's really durable. It can be repaired really easily, which is what I like about RC airplanes, is the repair that you can do to them. But yeah, I mean, look at this paint here. This is really cool in through here. So put that down. It also comes with 4 cannons. These cannot be used during flight. That is the warning in the manual. They're more for display purposes, so they just snap in to the wings like so. There's little grooves, and you just get it lined up, and you just push them in like so, and you can put them onto all 4 of the wings. Just got to figure out which goes to which side, and then you're good to go. So I'll just go ahead and put them in so it looks cool as it's sitting there. All right. Of course, on camera, nothing ever goes as fast as it should. So there it is with the cannons in place. You get a pre-flight checklist, which tells you how to contact their customer care. That is only used indoors. It's not to be flown outdoors, which seems a bit crazy. It's a little big. Not sure how you'd fly this indoors. But there's really no checklist here. So I guess you write your own on the back. Please use only new high-grade non-rechargeable batteries. All others will hinder. So not much as far as pre-flight checklist. You've got your manual here, which will tell you how to use the controller, your power switch, that the anti-spin adjuster, which is seen right here, which is different about this than the Millennium Falcon controller. You use this if the plane is spinning, because one of the props is pushing harder, it might start spinning, and so you'll use this to dial in the props. Yeah, so very basic. You can take a look through it. This is where it says cannon should be removed before flight. And then it shows you to toss it to take off and things like that. So let's look at the controller. We have our throttle, and then we have left and right, and really basically that's going to make it spin, maybe pivot a little bit because of the wings. But it's basically adjusting the amount of throttle to each of the propellers to steer. and then you've got this as far as what your start point is. I wish that they would have put a notch on this to show you what should be center in case you accidentally move it. Something that you could use to line up. So I'll be putting a little paint or something on it that'll give me a checkpoint, so I know when I fly it normally that dot is in a certain spot on the controller. This shows you when it's charging. Flashing red means that it's charging. Solid green, you're done charging. And of course your power button. Inside of here is your charging cable. Plug that into the X-Wing to charge. The same form factor as the Millennium Falcon, but they removed the two buttons up here, the thruster, the hyperdrive on the Millennium Falcon quadcopter, and then the sound effects. So this doesn't have sound effects. It doesn't even have the little speaker openings here or the mute switch, because all the sound on the Millennium Falcon came from the controller. So pretty basic controller, and that's pretty much the unit that you get and that you'll be using. So that's pretty much it. We'll show you the charging process for how to get it up and ready to fly, and then we'll just do a little test flight for the next video. Oh, that was a hard one. See how strong it is. Nothing. They've definitely got durability, that's for sure.